Welcome to StraightUpLearning.com. Paragraph formatting refers to taking an entire paragraph and applying bullets, numbering, paragraph spacing, line spacing, and indentation. Most of your paragraph options will be located up here under the paragraph ribbon. A paragraph is always defined as per the paragraph symbol which will end the paragraph. Therefore, although we know a paragraph to be a number of sentences, an actual one sentence that ends with a paragraph symbol in Microsoft Word can also be considered a paragraph. To apply paragraph formatting, many of us think that we need to highlight the entire paragraph, when in actuality we can just click anywhere in a paragraph and come up to our paragraph ribbon and click on an option and apply formatting. For example, our cursor is currently in the first paragraph. From the paragraph ribbon, if I click on the center alignment, that entire paragraph has now been centered. I can revert back to an left alignment by clicking on the left alignment option, and my paragraph is now left aligned. If I need to apply a bullet to this paragraph, I can come up here in the paragraph ribbon and choose bullet. If I want to apply any type of numbering, I can turn off my bullet and I can come over adjacent to the bullet and apply the numbering option, and now I have a paragraph that's numbered. As you can see, these options are toggle buttons, which means that I can turn them off and on just by simply clicking on them. So if I want to turn off the numbering, I can just click here and turn off my numbering. Now the paragraph ribbon gives you a number of options, but if you want some detailed options within your paragraph options, you can come over here to the More feature within the paragraph ribbon and click on there, and your paragraph screen will appear. From here you can set a number of things such as your alignment, which was available on your paragraph ribbon. You can also set your indentation, whether it's left to right or even a special indentation, and if we click on this drop down, you'll see that you have two options to apply a first line indentation or hanging indentation. To see how these features work, you can merely just click on a feature, and when you do, you'll notice that by 0.5 increments has been inputted there for you. But if you take a look at the preview, you get an idea of exactly what does first line 0.5 mean. It just means that you have a first line indent that's over by 5 spaces. If you want to increase that to make it more, you can click on your spindle buttons and you can go to your up arrow button right here and click on it, and notice as we click on that, you'll notice your preview will reflect the extra increment of the 5 inches, which is now 1 inch for your first line indent. You also have the option here for spacing, where you can control when you hit enter, do you want a paragraph before it to be a number of spaces? Generally, 6 points equals 1 line, 12 points equals 2 lines. Here you have the option for after, and this refers to once you hit enter, you'll have 2 lines, and then your next paragraph can begin. You also have line spaces, which controls the lines within your paragraph, not to be confused with spacing before and after. This controls an entire paragraph, but line spacing controls the sentences within the paragraph. So for example, let's say you want your paragraphs to be double spaced. From line spacing, you can come over here, click on the drop down and choose double, and notice the preview will reflect that you now have a double space. In addition to indents and spacing, we also have line and page breaks. I'm just going to click up over here. And line and page breaks controls your paragraph's formation. So for example, let's say you want your paragraph to be kept with the next paragraph. For some reason you're typing up a document and you want these two paragraphs to kind of remain together. They're not one big paragraph, they're just two separate paragraphs, something leading into the next. Then you can choose the keep with next option. Keep lines together ensures that your paragraph is never broken up across pages. Page break before means that if your paragraph has to force itself to go onto a next page, then put a page break before it. You also have some formatting options such as suppress line numbers, and that's usually used in the legal environment if you want to have line numbers within your paragraph. And also don't hyphenate is something that's also used if you have a paragraph that's going to break and you want to make sure that the word stays together and it doesn't hyphenate. For training purposes, we're just going to click on cancel, and that will wrap up the paragraph formatting options. Thank you for attending. For additional courses, visit us at www.straightuplearning.com or contact us at 704 909 6139.